Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today, as you can see, we are not playing BeamNG Drive. I know, it's a huge shock. But here's the thing. I've been on a ship kick lately, probably because it's April, which is of course the month that the Titanic sank. But I'm obviously not looking at the Titanic, I'm looking at the Edmund Fitzgerald, and this has been bothering me for a while because we really don't know what happened to it. I mean, there's several theories out there, but I just wanted to see. I've got, this is loaded up in floating Sandbox, and I just want to see if the ship has a fatal flaw. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger a storm and see if maybe the flexibility and the length of the ship was bad enough with an ultra-violent storm down here. We're going to see if that's enough just to have a fatal flaw and be able to snap in half and sink to the bottom like we saw in this shipwreck. So let's get on with it, and let's trigger the storm. So if it is going to break, I'm expecting to see stress right here in the middle. As we can see, there is no stress right now. Stress would be highlighted in red. Oh! Something tells me that's gonna sink. Well, it split in half and it sank. What? All right, let me turn off ultraviolet mode because that may have had an effect. All right, so we're going to turn that off, and we're going to trigger the storm. Alright, ooh. And again, we get it to split. This is interesting. So in both cases, the ship splits. Alright, so hold on. How big of a wave are we talking about to get this thing to split? So let me wait for the ship to settle, because I just spawned it. Okay, so let's see what sort of wave it takes to split this thing. So let's see, the average is probably right about there, so if I have a wave that comes up to the top of the bow, what does that do for stress? That gives it stress. But that's about all it gives it. Alright, let's try something that goes up to... Try something that goes up to the bridge. Let's go over the bridge, actually. What does that do? Ooh. So it looks like it's most stressed when the peaks of the wave are at both the front and the back of the ship. So if I did something sort of like this, where we got one on this end, and then we've got another one, say right there, so the thing does flex really badly, but I can't get it to break like the storms can. I wonder why. Alright, let's reload. I want to trigger another storm. File, tools. Triggers. What is it about the storm that breaks it? Because I did some pretty harsh waves there, and there was some definite flooding, but it didn't break. So what is it about the storm mode that breaks this thing? I want to look at the waves. We're seeing stress again. Right there in the middle. What it's not doing right now is braking, which is mildly frustrating. It's definitely flexing. But it's not braking now, which is very, very interesting. See, the way that it's flexing right now, it stresses in both directions. It flexes when it hogs and it flexes when it sags. Which almost makes me think that it's possible that this ship could have failed simply due to metal fatigue. Actually, we're starting to see that right here. We've got a break. We've got a big break there now. Ooh, this thing could let go. We know the ship didn't sink because of lightning, so I'm just gonna do that. Look at how stressed that we've got fracture breaks here and here and here, and lots of stress. Ooh! Ooh, we got the break! We got the break. It broke. It broke right there. It hasn't let go, but it might as well have. I mean, yeah, that's effectively how it broke right there. Now, if it can get through the double bottom, then we've definitely got a culprit. But what's interesting is that the double bottom isn't leaking, although it is stressed. Oh, oh. See, it's, oh! There it is. There it is. So I think that this boat probably did a paperclip. You're probably thinking, Trent, what are you talking about, paperclip? Well, what I mean is if you've ever taken a paperclip and bent it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, eventually the metal will fatigue enough and break. It'll just snap. And I think that's what this ship did, because we saw in the waves it was stressing in both directions. And I think that this ship is so long that even though they made it flexible so that it wasn't too brittle and would snap in half, I think that it's possible that this ship may have broken in half due to metal fatigue. And that is my conclusion. Alright, so this was definitely a different video. I'm not sure if people will watch this sort of content, and if not, I will be switching back to BeamNG Drive, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to play with the Edmund Fitzgerald in the floating sandbox, so if you like this content, give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to press that red subscribe button, it really helps me out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!